KILR Killer Games.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to my tour around the world featuring the classic Microsoft Flight Simulator 4. And we are in an area that does not have any coverage. Coverage from either Microsoft or SubLogic for that matter. This is all custom scenery, and this is all custom scenery that I made because I could not find anything to download that's covering the area of Wisconsin and Minnesota. And I just worked on a whole new what do you want to call it, a scenery set or a scenery file. You've got only so much data you can put on that scenery file, and then you have to use like another one. But so I used a whole brand new one instead of the one that I was using prior. So this allowed me to start from 0% and fill it up, whereas the one I was doing before was like Seattle or something. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just adding to it because I didn't know. But now I've got my own, and I filled it with scenery, with airports and taxiways and buildings. I got some streets in there. I didn't try to get too crazy with streets because, you know, like I said, if I spend too much time on this, we'll never get flying. But I got some trees, and I got navigational beacons. So we can navigate, and I have enough in there to help cover for the next 7 airports. So let me show you what I'm referring to here. Okay, so this is my save right here, Killer Zeman. That's where we're at. We're at the Zeman Airport. So what you do is you go to Scenery Designer, and you go to Static Scenery Designer, and right here is going to be the title of your scenery file that you happen to be using. So you can see I've filled it up to 90% already. Now I'll show you the other ones. It's a library, so Static Scenery Library, and if you hit K, you'll see, okay, this is the one I selected. This is an Alaska one I downloaded. There's Chicago and vicinity. These are all empty here. We can hit A to see some more. Then there's Dakota, and then some areas that I downloaded. Unless these are the scenery discs, I don't think so. It might be. These might be the SubLogic scenery discs, but you load those up someplace else. So DuPage, Duluth, Minnesota. Even though these are here, I created my own. I think I had problems trying to load them. I think it gave me an error. So that's why I just started building my own. And there's Eastern Iowa, which I wish I was able to figure this out back when we were there. Kankakee, same thing. DuPage Airport again. Milwaukee, well, we might be able to use that. Scenery Disc 1. Seattle. Here's Western Canada. I don't know if this is actually going to work. There's one that has it's bigger than what it's supposed to be, And as a result, it won't load. It's too big. Let's see, 6 Western Iowa again, and then Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. Now, I don't know what this defined scenery boundary is. Let's click on that. Okay, that's not quite what I thought. 100 miles. Maybe that's why the other one's not working. Maybe this needs to be bigger. I don't know. I didn't quite understand what it was trying to say before. But here you can merge scenery files. Obviously, if they're too big, you're not going to be able to do that. But just to make sure that I'm on mine and not the old one, I just double check right here. And then we... Okay, well, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Alrighty, well, we're back. That was weird. I don't know. Don't know what in the world happened there. But let's go ahead and talk about where we're going to be going here. And I pulled up the VFR map this time, so I could show you right here. It's... I don't know how to explain this. There's one called Bush Field, but I think that's the same as Zeman Airport because it is managed by, I think, Donald Zeman. So I think it's the same exact thing, and it's a private airport. So I believe this is it right here. I think at what time it was Zeman Airport, and nowadays it's Bush. So I don't know. I was able to do a search for Zeman Airport and be able to pull it up on Google Maps. But anyway, so we are going to be flying right to Duluth, right here. And I got some roads. I got the city, a few buildings. I got the Duluth Airport here. I also got the Bong Airport, and I even got Sky Harbor. I actually had to build a little island here that goes across. Now I'm going to warn you, I am not the greatest when it comes to making scenery, so some of it's going to look a little wacky, but at least we got something to kind of look at. I change this back to IFR. And it should be good to go here. So let's go and tune on our radio to Duluth, which should be 112.6. And there we go, 48 miles away. And we'll go ahead and get this started. Sounds so weird when it does that. Okay, so we're on a brownish grass field or dirt. You can consider it either one. See, in real life, there's actually like a cornfield or something over on this side, and a lot more trees on this side. But I just put trees there just to, you know, kind of give the idea. And I'm only doing that for areas where either there's one tree or there's a forest of trees, so I just put a few of them. If you try to make an actual forest, you're going to fill up your scenery file. very quickly. Actually, I probably should have taken it off from this runway. Whoops. Back around here. I do not know what that is. Maybe this is a result of me making a bunch of scenery, I don't know. And there you go, there's a road. And I don't know what that is up in the air. And we can pretty much do VFR because this road is going to lead us. It's going to lead us there. Wow, I do not know what that is. Looks like it might have disappeared. Maybe that was clouds. Clouds of some sort. But this is an interstate here. And you have different options. You can do a country road, which is kind of like a dirt road. Then you can do a street. You can do a 4-lane highway, and then you can do like a divided highway, which is what that is there. So I used the divided highway as the interstate. I used a 4-way road as like the state routes. And as far as the regular streets, I haven't used those. No, actually, I think I did. Just not in detail or anything. Oops. Now the rest of that road should show up. If it doesn't show up, I'll be a little irritated, but it should show up. This is like one of the corners. Okay, just making sure I'm going the right way here. There it goes. This road here was actually a mistake. It's not really supposed to be there, but Goodness, there it is again. Maybe I put too much scenery in the area. Let's see. Let's try turning clouds off, maybe. Well, let's see, here we go. Overcast. That must be what... This must be what it's doing here. Yeah, when I hit clear, it disappeared. Let's try scattered. And 7, we'll try scattered. And we'll leave widely scattered as B. Let's see what that does. Well, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this again. We'll just make it clear this time. And if that doesn't work, then it is not the clouds. B. Oh. Oh, okay, I got you. Thunderstorms. Nope, that is not the clouds. Some type of graphical glitch. The XY coordinates I've been able to come up with, for the most part, it's correct. I still had to fudge around with stuff, but when I was looking at the map, when you zoom out and you see the continental or North America, from what I could see, it looked like it was putting me in the general area where I wanted to place a VOR or an airport. Let's go ahead and show you the map here. Let's see, map display. See? Here's another split off that I've got. One of these roads actually goes north. This one here goes to Duluth. And so, oh my goodness, there it is again. So the one that's going north here, I just made that, I think, a regular road or a 4-lane highway, one of the two. Well, let's just pretend it's a big cloud. My goodness. That was ugly. Alright, so you zoom out here. And Duluth is right around here is where it's at. I wonder if I take off the large rectangles, if that will do it. Let's see. Ground texture, big rectangles. Turn them off. No, that did not do anything. Okay. You got me. I have no idea what that is. I didn't make it. But maybe I just put too much around here, and it's just causing a glitch. It's the only thing I can think of. It shouldn't do this in all the areas. I'm not even sure why it's doing it now. Because when I was creating the scenery, it didn't show up. So I'm going to show you on the map where this is at on a Google map here. Okay. So it's right here. We went, this is it, right? Hayward. Did it go to Hayward? Yeah. So I think Hinckley's down here somewhere. Well, this is it right here. Because I have this diagonal going this way, and then I have a... Oh, that's not even Duluth, no wonder. Alright, here's Duluth. It's the I-35. And then right here is the road going north. I did put this road, Route 2. I didn't do any of these others, though, just because there's so many of them. Okay, so this yellow is the city of Superior. I wanted to try to get something down for a city. Kind of like what you see in some of the default or SubLogic stuff. And we'll fly over downtown Duluth so that way you can see it. So here's Lake Superior up here. The Richard I Bong Airport's going to be over here in Superior. I've got that in. Oops. Now what's nice is you can change the scenery on the fly. So once we leave one area, I can load up another scenery area that I've created. one thing's for sure, these flights are going to be unique. This whole area. So the only thing I haven't really done yet is create dynamic scenery. I'm going to want a little bit of time before doing that so I can test it out. If I was going to record any, I would have done it for Duluth, but I've been recording dynamic scenery or AI traffic for Flight Simulator 98 using FS traffic. It takes a little bit to do that, but it's nice. It adds a little bit of life to Flight Simulator 98. Really makes it fun. See, there's another one up in the air. That's got to be a result of the scenery that I've been plopping down. I've been planning flights ahead, and we're going to be in this custom area for, I don't know, probably another at least 20 more flights, I think. And then we'll be heading back into the SubLogic territory. Which would be good. I could use a break. Oh, okay. There's Richard I Bong right there. Alright, and that red thing there is actually a building I placed. Okay, and this white building, I wasn't trying to be accurate, but I did try to put some skyscrapers that are actually in Duluth in a particular area. Right here, there really is a white tower. We're going to go fly over to that area. because there's also a bridge. I forgot to give it a better color. I made it a suspension bridge. It didn't really have much choice between bridges. But this, you can see the green there. I created that thin island. That's just a green polygon is all that is. And it's going over the water. And I was curious, I tested it to make sure that if the plane is sitting on the polygon, will it still think it's crashing into the water? And it doesn't. It works fine. So what I did was, oh man, really ugly though. I had to kind of go in there with blue polygons to kind of clean up some of the stuff I was doing. It's okay, so the bridge should be like right here. They have here in Duluth, there's like boats that come in here, and there is a way out into the lake, and it's got a bridge. It's, I don't know, I don't think it's a suspension bridge, but, and there's the airport. This is Duluth Airport right there. And here are some of the buildings I placed. You can't really get detailed with it. It's just simple blocks. You can have some with a peaked roof and some not. Okay, we're close to the airport, so I'm going to go ahead and slow us down here. If we look out this way, okay, that's Sky Harbor over there. Wait for it, the bridge will show up. I thought about putting the road in there, but like I said, I spent hours getting all this set up. I might go back in here and put the road, because we'll be kind of circling back around this way. There's the bridge. And that looks like the Golden Gate Bridge. But, well, it's not orange, it's red. I could have changed the colors, but I wasn't thinking when I put it on. And sometimes it's hard to edit a existing object, because even though you're supposed to be able to select the closest one, it doesn't always do that. And then when you hit tab to cycle through the objects, it cycles through everything. Nav beacons, everything that would have been created on this scenery file. And so if you did a lot, then you'll have a lot to cycle through. See, we'll just kind of fly over here for a moment. Gives us a little bit of space to Duluth Airport. But we'll do a flyover Sky Harbor here, so you can see what I've done. The road would break up the monotony of that, but there it is. And I looked at a satellite map to try to get the airport to look, you know, somewhat the same as far as taxiways and buildings. I tried not to get too crazy, just kind of basic. I don't think this tower is there, but I just kind of placed it there. We got a little fuel box there. You can see some of the trees that I've been placing. There should be a building, I think. I was pretty sure I put some buildings down there, but maybe not. There we go. And we will be coming back and landing at this airport. Just not right now. All right. There is our airport. See if we can get lined up here. We've got a runway 27. Let's set this up for 270. I think I see a runway here. I think that's 270. My buildings have white tops on them. Yeah, I see it. I think I passed it. I think it's over here. It is. Well, we'll be doing a flyby. So again, the yellow polygon represents the city. I don't know if this stuff lights up at night. I'm sure we'll eventually find out. Is it me, or is my altitude just not going down here? Also, in making the runways, I looked at airnav.com to get the runway lengths and the thickness. I looked to see if they had dividing lines, if there are in lights. Pretty much most of them say they've got the poppy indicators, but that's not an option here, so I just put VASI. And also the approach lighting, like the Malsar, M-A-L-S-R, or ALSF, A-L-S-F-2. So you can see some of the buildings that I've got down there. Okay, Not what I wanted to do. It just sounds weird. That's what I wanted to do. You can change the color of your runways too, which is what I did in order to get that dirt runway. So I opted for black on this one. This little stick coming up is a windsock. I think they could have done a better job. Now maybe when there's wind, maybe it actually does something. I don't know. So you can see the green there. That's I wasn't able to get the polygon shape all the way over. So there are some storage units that I placed on here. I believe this up here is the terminal. And those various colors up there are cars. I was going to bring us over here. Okay, this thing over here is control tower. Oh, is that way over there? Okay. I'm on the other side. Alright, so do you see the cars there? I just try to get like different colors in there. We're going to go ahead and park it here. Okay, so what I'd like to go ahead and do here, I want to show you what I did for the airport and compare it with the actual airport, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I've been doing here. So let's see, we'll go to 5 and map. Okay. Can't see it too much, but there is the airport. You can see I've got the building here. There's the cars. Let's see, this is runway 27. This is the one we landed on. And then I got some stuff over here. So now let's show you the real airport. So here's runway 27, and here's that building. And since there are cars here, that's why I placed a few cars here. Then there's this. I had put a couple of buildings here, and I put the fuel box here. I didn't do this over here. I didn't draw this out. I got this taxiway, and I got this taxiway. And I put the control tower, I think, right here. Here or here. But I don't think I placed any buildings over here. But yeah, I've got this taxiway going all the way out. So there you go. What do you think? Do you like this? Do you find this interesting? There's custom scenery here that I've been creating, something that no one else has seen before. It's not available for download. I don't know if you'd want to download it because, like I said, it's not the greatest, and it's not entirely accurate. So I think there are other designers that can do better than me. But this will get the job done as far as our tour is concerned. But anyhow, thanks for joining me on this flight, and I hope you will be joining me on the next one and the next several ones, because this is all stuff that I've done, that I've created, and naturally the other simulators as well. Some of those I did not create content for, but then there are some where I probably had to, like Flight Simulator 5, or with 98, just placing some buildings down. But yeah, just trying to give it just that little extra bit of attention. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. If you're enjoying these videos, consider dropping a like and giving it a thumbs up. It helps me and the channel, plus it encourages others who may also have an interest in these videos. These same flights can also be seen on various other simulators, which are also being featured in this world tour. So check those out if you enjoy comparing the old with the older, to what used to be new, and what happens to be recent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around as we fly free in the beautiful blue.